Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Nathan Laser. I just graduated from Groves High School. I was just like you last year. I did Junior Leadership Oakland. After one of my friends, Ross House, and I decided to use the connections we made during that program to start up Project 561, which is a new nonprofit dedicated to bringing together the suburbs and the inner city of Detroit, hence the name 561, 248, my area code, and 313. So yeah, let's kind of dive into what inspired it and all that. Okay, as I said, initial idea was formulated at Junior Leadership Oakland. Made a lot of connections there that I thought would be helpful to fund a project like this. My main idea was kind of to inspire the new generation of upcoming Detroiters to not just kind of care about their inner circle of like Bloomfield or Birmingham or Lake Orion or Clarkston or wherever you're from, but to kind of take responsibility for what's going on in all of Metro Detroit right now, and to we have this thing called the Birmingham bubble because, for lack of kind of better phrasing, we are very isolated from what goes on just 20 minutes away from us. So we want to improve cooperation between high schools through the project by having work days. Students come out, serve, turn an empty lot in Detroit into something great instead of just leaving it there just to waste away. And break down barriers between Oakland County residents and Detroit residents by serving the needs of the city and the residents. We wanted to assist in kind of the development and improvement of Detroit neighborhoods through tending to their empty lot. But unfortunately, that wasn't possible for us to buy the lots. But we did find a lot of neighborhood block clubs with who really did need help, and so we decided to found Project 561, get some funding, and help out a neighborhood called Grandmont Rosedale. Our plan was to use things like student government, which Ross and I were both involved with, maybe just connections we had in other schools, because we knew a lot of schools, some do charity weeks, others just do basic fundraisers. We wanted to use their community service hour requirements to both help the city and in some ways help yourself and help your school's image. And so long-term vision, we, as I said before, wanted to kind of strengthen the bond between the suburbs and the urban area. We wanted to beautify the neighborhoods, because downtown Detroit's received a lot of attention, but the areas around it still kind of need a little bit of renovation and improvement. And we wanted to increase the number of participating high schools, because a lot of them do a bunch of community service projects down in Detroit, but we wanted it to be more invested, not just like 2 or 3 like Cass Tech or any of those, but we wanted to reach out into the suburbs to not just care about areas 5 minutes away from them. We wanted them to get down into Detroit and kind of help the city and not just the suburbs. And so we partnered with Grandmont Rosedale Development Corporation in Northwest Detroit. We set up a system to improve and maintain existing lots as soon as we got the funding that we needed through things like fundraisers and charity weeks. We were able to raise a lot of money. We connected 5 neighborhoods through a bit of a neighborway that marked out landmarks like playgrounds or gardens or anything else that might create a bit of a community hub for people to kind of talk, bond, for their kids to play. And then we wanted to have Project 561 not just be kind of a one and done thing, say, okay, we gave our 2 cents, now we can let somebody else do whatever they want to. No, we wanted it to be sustainable, and we wanted it to be something that lasts. So we wanted to go on for at least 5 years through continuing classes of high school seniors. The Neighbor Way, it's about 5 miles with 3 community hubs. Goes through the Grandmont Rosedale district. We bought things like bike racks, checkerboards, large checkerboards, excuse me, so kids would have a place to play. We renovated the community garden so people would have something to eat, and just little things like that that really do make a lot of difference. The first thing we did, we reached out to our student government advisor, who took us to the Oakland Activities Association Leadership Conference. We were able to present our idea there, and we actually won Charity of the Year, and that was our kind of first taste of sponsorship from anybody. So along with the sponsorship that came with OAA, we also got a lot of high school volunteers and people that were interested in our project. So we were able to get volunteers from West Bloomfield. We called Cass Tech, and their National Honor Society came out and decided to help us. Jalen Rose Leadership Academy, they came out and helped us for every single one of the work days that we had to renovate each lot. Rochester High School called us in early January, and they told us that they'd had a vote and selected our charity as they decided to sponsor us for their charity week. And that was huge for us, because that really let us know that people in this area didn't just kind of wave us off as like 2 kids who wanted to just put their name on something in Detroit and say that they did something. Like, they believed in our program and believed that we really could kind of bridge the gap between suburbs and urban area. So that was huge. Overall, we had about 600 volunteer hours contributed, and every single time there were kids walking up to me, "Can you sign this for my school," or my National Honor Society, or some kind of scholarship that they wanted to get. So it not only helped the area that we were in just become a better place to live and a better community, it also helped them. The Michigan Economic Development Corporation gave us a matching grant. Once we reached $15,000 raised, they would match that. So we did successfully get $15,000. Rochester High School and the OAA got us up to that amount. And then our total came out to about $34,000 raised to renovate this one neighborhood in Detroit. And it's not, the most rewarding part isn't seeing that figure, it's seeing what that figure went into. There's a sense of satisfaction when you finish something. And regardless of what you guys want to go into, if you're interested in Project 561, great, give me a call. My phone number's on the website, project561.org. We'd love to set you up with our 2 juniors that we've selected to lead it next year.
Hi, I'm Kendall Hall. I'm one of the 2 juniors that Nathan and Ross chose to lead this project for next year. Me and Jack Gross is the other one, but he couldn't make it today either. We'd like to thank you for considering Project 561 as successful and something that you could look up to if you wanted to do your own community service project. But also next year we plan to do even more than we did this year, so we're going to need more help than ever. So if you are interested in either working with us for our work days or helping us plan a project for next year, as we've gained more support around our school and around Oakland County for what we're trying to do here, email me or Jack Gross. Both of our emails are on the Project 561 website, project561.org. And thank you again for considering us a successful organization. And we'd hope that you would be able to help us next year, and we could help you as well. Thank you.
It might seem